escribe Sam. Llevo un par de días queriéndole preguntar un par de cosas y he dicho voy a esperar y lo grabamos un poquito. Porque creo que igual que yo quiero saber muchas cosas, vosotros también. Entonces me las he guardado, me ha costado. Porque quiero saber un poco de su vida, de cómo empezó. La conversación va a ser en inglés, así que voy a estar jodido. Quien no sepa quién es Sam Clark está jodido y ya está tardando. Así que ponte a buscar su trabajo y quién es, un poco de su historia y el resto te lo contamos ahora.
See you tomorrow.
Dice que donde vivía él, en Nusa, había canguros caminando por ahí.
Hostia.
Sí. Where you lived before, like kangaroos.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. We lived in the bush. You had to cross a river to get to our house. And it shows the kangaroos.
In front of your house.
Yeah.
Delante de su casa. Like in your
Front yard, yeah. Sometimes you walk outside and you're like, oh, at night time, there's a kangaroo there.
Are they dangerous?
There's a few big ones.
Dangerous?
Yeah, they sit on their tail and they can kick. Have you ever seen the boxing?
Yeah.
This is where everyone thinks we're crazy for moving. This is from the jetty from our house.
Ahí es donde vivían antes. Let's go.
With water.
It's the first time I'm gonna do that, eh?
Hey? First time what?
I'm gonna do that.
Oh.
Yeah. I did in the convention, but
good.
it wasn't like that. It wasn't more like stand up and so.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah. Le quería preguntar muchas cosas, pero. Today I did a story about I was here with you, and so many people like me, they were asking me like, "What the fuck are you with Sam?" So. And I take my time to say, okay, if you would like to talk with Sam as well like me, let me know what would you like to ask as well. Then help me to see what you would like to know. And everyone was saying the same things like I was thinking to ask you.
Cool. It's funny.
It's cool because it's crazy. Because the first thing I thought when I started tattooing, you were one of the first reference I had. For me, like so many artists like me. But then I asked you how long you've been tattooing, and you are like 17, 18. Not so much more than me.
Crazy.
Not so much more than me.
How long you been doing?
Like 13, 14.
Yeah.
So my first question is, what the fuck? How you get so fast, like with a style like that and well known for everyone and become like a reference so fast?
Yeah. I think when I started, it was like the perfect timing. Tattooing was really starting to boom. It was just after some of the TV shows had come on.
Oh, the Miami Ink,
LA Ink.
That's why my name is Kasasink. But yeah.
Well, here we are.
Yeah,
right?
here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are.
So it was just starting to boom. I'd been tattooing for a little bit as that kind of boom was happening.
How old you had when you started tattooing?
How old was I?
Yeah.
24.
24.
Yeah. I used to be a landscaper.
You had not like a school of art or something like that?
No school, but I grew up doing art from a very young age.
Okay.
And my mum loved art and she taught me lots of stuff. And then I did a few little classes after school with like private art teachers, just, go in for 2 hours and do some painting and they give you some tips.
Okay.
Just little stuff like that, but I loved art a lot, so I just drew all the time. But yeah, no formal training. But with my style, I don't know how it boomed. Magazines were a big thing, and Sydney was about to do its first tattoo convention.
Okay.
A year after I started tattooing. And there were smaller tattoo conventions, but this was a really big one, the Sydney Tattoo Convention.
Okay.
A lot of international artists.
It's not anymore, this one?
No, that was a long time ago, 16 years ago.
Oh.
I think maybe Nico Hurtado came over.
Oh, okay.
Maybe Jeff Gogwe. Like a lot of
big people.
A lot of big people started to come.
They were big already.
Yeah, they were pretty. They were growing.
They had a big name already than 16 years ago.
So yeah, I don't know. I was trying really hard to be creative and do new things.
When you start already with this style. What you do?
Yeah.
Directly.
Yeah, I tried realism for a bit. I got into that for a long time, and I got attention for doing that. So I wanted
for doing realism.
Yeah. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I got featured in some magazines from the tattoo convention.
For the realistic.
And I might have won a competition or a few competitions back then.
Okay.
But
you became world famous. I mean, everyone know you for the Neotradicional, of course.
Yeah, that grew. But I think it was a few magazine articles that really helped, you know? So that got me known a little bit. And then I would do realistic stuff, but I would incorporate a little bit of the neo-traditional style into it.
Okay.
And slowly the neo-traditional, or, you know, the images with more lines.
At that time, already was some neo-traditional artists.
Not really. There was a few.
Not really.
No,
yeah, because I think you are one of the first as well.
Yeah, there was a few others. Like I always looked up to Loose Lips.
Well, Loose Lips, yeah. Yeah, it's like super master.
Yeah, he's like that. Yeah. There was another artist called Terry Ribera from San Diego.
Okay.
And he helped me a lot. He gave me a lot of tips and advice.
Oh, okay.
Not many people know about him for some reason, but he's he really influenced my style a lot. He did a lot of women's faces and a lot of Art Nouveau based designs.
And then from there start your...
Yeah, and then I just loved experimenting. So I was like doing a lot of stuff that no one was doing.
But I feel you found it really quick.
Yeah.
And then when you found it, you realized that it was what you liked.
Yeah.
Because it's difficult for people search a lot for something different, and then they kept looking and searching, and maybe they found it, but they didn't realize.
Yeah.
And you did so quick.
I feel like it seems quick, but I feel like it was over like 4 or 5 years.
Oh, then it's not so quick. Yeah. For me, it looks like what?
Yeah. It did take a while, and then I tried lots of stuff. So I would try Japanese. I would try.
You did as well, like everyone.
Yeah. I tried black and gray. I really liked black and gray portraits, and I like color portraits. I liked everything.
Okay, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. So I think, you know, trying everything helped me. Seeing those tattoos heal, especially on skin in Australia. A lot of people are in the sun.
Or they are like super
surfing. Yeah. Super tanned.
I can imagine. The skin like that.
Yeah. So when you tattoo realistic tattoos, it doesn't have the same effect as it would all the time on, as opposed to people in Europe or.
Okay.
You know. So I noticed that some of the realistic tattoos would start falling apart.
Okay. Then you feel like you need some strong things like a line or...
Yeah, big time. So I was, you know, that's the lines hold it there, even if some of the lighter colors fall out.
So maybe you start to mix those lines with realistic?
Yeah. Yeah, so I had a combo of like, realistic
to solve
shading.
That problem with the... so there it starts.
Yeah, and then over the years, I've kind of simplified it even more.
It's beautiful. As more simple, this is like... Yeah.
And just noticing what colors fade over time.
Or stay longer with time.
Yeah. So, I mean, sometimes you see, like I do a bit more realistic shading in my designs, and sometimes I do very simple. Like I like to mix it up. I get too bored if I do the same thing.
It depends about how you feel sometimes as well.
Yeah.
I think it's cool if you feel more simple or more realistic or more so. Yeah. I do kind of the same sometimes. I sometimes I imagine the design like more soft, and sometimes you imagine more soft. and then you go for something more realistic as well.
Exactly.
So it depends about the feeling or about the design. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Also, another thing that I wanted to ask is because when I came here, you said, "Well, here's the studio, so." But you came late. If you will come before, you will see the place you used to live before.
Yeah.
And it's another thing that people write me as well. Like, ask him because it's like something that people know, but they don't know if it's true or not about the boat and
Yeah.
that thing.
Yeah, we used to live on it wasn't an island, but it felt like an island.
Okay.
So it's attached to the mainland, but there's two big lakes and a big river. So to get to where we lived, you had to cross a car ferry to get over to it, or we had a little boat.
You had
A little tinny with a little outboard.
like with this one. Imagine.
Yeah, so we built this studio. Well, this studio was built when we bought this house up in Noosa.
Okay.
And it was out the front of this house, and we just turned that studio into a tattoo studio. And I would pick up.
Do you have pictures of that?
Yeah, we would. I'll get you
I
some.
would like to see.
Yeah, we'll show everyone. Yeah,
That's cool.
That'd be cool. So we used to pick up everyone by boat, and I'd take them back to the island.
Look what experience, eh? You get a appointment with Sam, and he arrived with a boat.
Yeah.
Like, hey, buddy.
Pretty funny. It wasn't funny if it was raining.
Oh.
Everyone gets wet.
Of course.
Still adds to the experience. But it was fun. I just wanted to create something unique and.
And when people did 2-3 day session,
Yeah.
they stay there.
We did that at first, but then it just became too much hard work.
Yeah.
Because I tattoo all day.
And then accommodation and so.
Yeah, we had a bed there and everything, but you got to get food and everything, and
Oh,
I had
of
to,
course,
I
as
had
well.
to draw
Yeah.
because they couldn't leave. They were stuck there
Okay.
unless they had a car. But yeah, so we tried it for a bit, but I just made everyone stay on the other side.
That's easier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they can
So
get
many things to. Yeah, of course. Like
coffee,
food
food.
and
Yeah.
breakfast and so.
Yeah,
Of course. I didn't talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
You miss it.
a little. I miss being on the water every day. It was nice.
Of course.
Every morning you see the sunrise, every evening you see the sunset, and it's beautiful.
I saw some pictures.
Mountains.
Yeah.
So I miss that.
And why here now? Because now we are in Avalon, your new studio, 6 months.
Yeah, we did 14 years in Noosa, and
14?
yeah. So we had a really good time, and we did everything we could up there, and then COVID happened, and the area changed a lot, and we had kids, and we
Okay.
wanted to be close to the family.
Okay. This is another thing people want to know. The people they know you are super familiar with your wife and your kids. And
Yeah.
This is another question for you.
Yeah, so we went traveling around Australia for 2 years
With a van
in a caravan.
in a caravan.
Yeah, and it was a caravan that you could take anywhere. Off-road, solar panels.
Or like a 4x4.
Yeah, and we towed it behind our four-wheel drive. So it was like the ultimate getaway vehicle, And we did that for 2 years, went around Australia, showed the kids.
All around Australia.
Yeah, all over.
Tattooing.
Yeah, I do stop and do guest spots.
That was a cool, a fucking cool experience.
Yeah.
I think 100% of the tattoo artists, they thought about it.
Yeah.
I think no one did it.
Yeah,
Or
everyone wants to
maybe
do
only
it.
you and 3 more. But this, yeah, how was that?
Amazing. It was the best. We had ultimate freedom,
Of course.
did what we want, go on.
Everyone wants to do that. No?
Yeah. We camped on farms, we camped in the bush, national parks. We just camped everywhere. When we go to cities, we'd have to find a caravan park. And stay in a caravan park, and then I'd work in the city at a shop. But it was really fun.
That sounds like super fun. Yeah,
but it's funny because after 2 years of doing that and having the best time and having all the freedom, I started to crave routine, and I started to crave
like
a community.
Okay.
Which is weird because a lot of the time it was just us, just my wife and my 2 kids by ourselves in the bush, or we'd meet people at caravan parks.
But it always was like a new people every week or every day. So it was kind of sometimes
Yeah, you miss your friends, and it's always new. So you're always having to learn how to adapt in a new place. And that was cool, and I liked that. We learned a lot from that. But yeah, we just craved community and a base, and
then you decided to let's stay in some place.
Yeah, so we came back to Sydney, and my wife was like, I think we should do a shop, and I was like, what?
Like after 14 years, no?
Yeah. So we were like, let's do it. Fuck it.
Like that, without thinking.
Yeah. And then a few days later, we had a look at places, and then a week later, we were like, sure, we'll pick this place.
Here. And why here?
We liked the community, Avalon.
I mean, I say why here, but then I arrive here and I know why.
Yeah.
Because it's a super place. It's super cool, super chill.
That's
People
nice.
the vibe is super.
Yeah.
You knew the place before?
Yeah. I grew up half an hour away from here. So we come down, the beach is 5-minute walk. My kids' school's 2 minutes. Everything's very close. It's a bit of a bubble, you can get stuck here easily. You got everything here that you need.
Yeah, I like a lot here.
Yeah, Sydney's 1 hour away, so
super easy. Yeah,
super
looks
easy.
like if you here are like super far away from everything, like it's like another world.
Yeah.
But then it's 1 hour to Sydney.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's nice. So yeah, we just saw this place, and
it's a beautiful shop.
it was a bit quirky, like it had high ceilings. I don't like low ceilings.
You have to do so much work.
Yeah, we had to build a big floor. The floor was uneven, so we had to lift it up, and
Okay.
lots of brand new plumbing and electrics. And
It's beautiful. Then later we show you a little bit of the
yeah,
some images from the shop.
still got a lot to add. Because we were living in a caravan, I didn't have many prints and art. That's all back in
Okay.
storage in Noosa. So,
Okay.
and we haven't been up there since. So we don't have any art on the walls. That's
See, I saw you put those
we're
three.
starting to put more.
The first after
Got to have something.
Yeah.
So we'll get there, but we've only been open 6 months. So
Only 6 months.
yeah,
But you already have good people here. Like the group is really funny and good vibe.
yeah,
I like it.
yeah.
I
We
like
just wanted to be surrounded by good people,
Yeah.
humble people.
Yeah, I just here 2 days. Tomorrow is the last day, and since the first second, I feel like at home, chilled. Everyone talking really. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the whole city is like that. Everyone here, and inside your shop is also the same.
Yeah,
So chill.
yeah,
Yeah. That's cool. And you have one table for guests.
yeah,
Next month, Tony comes. Tony
Yeah.
the night.
yeah.
You have more guests.
Yeah, we're like that's what I dreamt of,
Like friends coming
Friends
every
coming.
month or something like that.
Yeah.
I will come back again next year.
Please, you're
Yeah.
welcome anytime.
Yeah.
No, it's
Carlos too.
Yes.
She is not. We didn't leave. I mean, and he is telling me like we have to come back next year.
It's so good having you guys here. It's like a dream come true, and friends from across the world come and visit. and work
I was
here.
nervous as well to come here.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't know.
No.
Yeah. We met already 4, 5, 6 years ago in Bali.
Yeah,
But we were like not 1 week together, not so much. And then we see us at the convention, and I was like working together here, and I was like, fuck. It was like a bit. So Carlos can tell. Yeah. Yeah. But this is super cool.
It's so cool, and I can't believe you, man. Like your art is next level. You've created a beast, your own unique thing. Like there's no other.
Yeah, it was lucky, because I'm just doing what I like.
Yeah.
That's why I don't do lines because I don't know how to do lines. I'm telling you that it's like a bit. I don't know how to do lines, then I don't do, and I don't know how to pick colors, then I don't pick.
Yeah.
And in the end, is what I do. I feel it's like the same as you. What you feel is what you do. You don't fight with the design because it's your own thing.
No, I learned that I don't work well when I'm fighting with the design. You know, if you don't like what you're doing, it's very hard to do.
Exactly.
And I think artwork comes off better when it's stuff that you love, that's what you're passionate about. Mm-hmm. It's very hard to get to that stage as a tattoo artist, but
everyone looks for it, no? It's difficult to... It's also difficult because I think everyone looks for... It's a problem I see a lot. For example, a client asks for a tiger, and the artist tried to do the best tiger in the world, and maybe he does like 20, 30, 40 sketches to do the best tiger in the world. But next week, someone is gonna ask for another tiger.
Yeah.
So I think for sure, each tiger you design is gonna be cool if you develop and finish the design.
For sure.
But everyone, for me, it's like if you ask me for a tiger, I'm gonna do 2, 3 because of your body or your arm or your flow or so. And this one is gonna be for you. And next time, other one will ask for another tiger, and it depends where he wanted or the form of his body. It's gonna be another way.
Exactly.
And that's it, no?
Yeah, I agree. Yes, and trying to be unique is so good.
And so difficult.
And so difficult.
Yeah.
So difficult. It feels like everything's been done.
Yeah. We don't fight, we don't think too much. I mean, I feel like, and I can tell like you as well, I can feel like you don't, if someone asks you for a parrot, it's like easy for you to do a parrot.
Yeah. Anything. I can turn anything into something enjoyable, yeah.
Yeah.
I just, my brain's just spinning all the time, so I'm just always thinking about new things or trying.
I do one thing, probably you do as well, is like every time thinking about the flows or contrast or eyes or hands or the designs. Then when you arrive to the table of drawing, you know already what you do.
Yeah.
And then it's like 1 hour and you're done.
Yeah.
You do also like that.
It's like you've already pictured it.
Yeah.
You know what it's going to look like in your head.
You don't go to the table and think about what you have to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a...
Because you can think walking, you can think swimming, you can think eating, no?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Once you've got that design, it's so easy.
Yeah.
I found that really hard at the beginning. When I started tattooing, that was the hardest part because I had a design in my head and I was like, I know I can draw it.
It was difficult to transfer.
Yeah, how do you turn that into a tattoo? And I remember being so disappointed.
Why?
Yeah.
I see it here. And now it works. So
and now it's much practice, right?
It looks like also you have like your own bag with your own flows or how do you say? You have your own thing already with your style that you can do everything. So it's easier. You pick like the ingredients for your food and whatever ingredient you use is gonna be yours. Then it's also easier like that.
Yeah. You find the same.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
you
the
know
same. I try ornaments, and when they work, I put it on the bag,
Yep.
like the bag, and then I mix everything, and everything in the bag together, or it works.
It's like a yeah.
And if I try one new and doesn't work, then lucky that I put two that worked.
yeah.
So 90% of the tattoo is perfect. This is a cool question as well, because as you grow more as an artist and people want to come to you because they want a Sam Clark tattoo. In the beginning, maybe you have more time to try new things.
Yeah.
And then when they come directly because they want a piece by you, the space is not so big to try new things.
It's hard.
It happens to you as well.
Yeah.
And how you handle that, or how you do that?
It's stressful.
It's fucking
So stressful.
yeah.
Because it's like you're thinking under pressure all the time.
Because they come for the best of you.
And you don't want to let people down.
But yourself, you want to try new things, no? Like, it's how you became you. Just trying new things.
Yeah.
How you handle that?
That's stressful. Having the last 2 years where I wasn't working.
When you were with the...
When I was traveling, that was and COVID. I had a lot of time off over COVID to think and to kind of like reimagine everything.
Oh, okay.
You know, I had a lot of time to think, a lot of spare time, and I just thought a lot, and I read a lot of art books, and that I was lucky over that time that I, thought of stuff, and then now because I'm so busy, I can introduce it into my work.
It's also difficult to find that time in between of 15 years tattooing or 16, 17. Normally we are like in a run, and we don't stop.
Yeah.
So you did, and it's so cool that you did.
Yeah, it was nice. But yeah, now I'm non-stop. So it's stressful. You don't have that time to think and relax.
But you did. 2 years is cool.
Yeah. So, what about you?
I feel that problem as well. The people come to me for the casas they see in social media and so.
Yeah.
But the one they see is because the client wants something new.
Yeah.
But then they don't want something new. They want what they saw on social media. So the space to try new things is less. But because I have the bag with things that work, I used to do like 90% of the tattoo with things that I knew they work.
Yep.
And like I try new things like 10% of the tattoo.
Yep.
I try a new ornament, a new flow, just a little. I know if it doesn't work, 90% of the tattoo is gonna be perfect.
Yep.
And at least if it doesn't work, it's gonna be okay as well. It's only a little part. But if it works, I put it on the back, and next time maybe it's like that, and it's 80% of the tattoo. This new trick.
Yeah.
So it's like the only way I found to keep trying new things.
Yeah. I think I remember when you started adding the color into it. Because you did a lot of black and grey for a long time, and then one day it was pow. Is this bright red or yellow?
Oh yeah, exactly. And
then all of a sudden,
I did red, and then I tried yellow one day, and then for the back.
And then all of a sudden, everyone wants that.
One thing as well that happened to me, I call them cheeseburgers, because, for example, it happens to me one time that I start to do lady faces on the forearm with something on the head, and it starts to become like the only thing people wanted. And it was like the cheeseburger. Everyone wanted the cheeseburger, the same.
Yep.
And it became a problem because
It
was
boring.
like the people who asked for a pocket watch or something like that with 2 roses or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was like, fuck, it became my dream, my it became a problem. So I had to say, no, let's do an animal. And then I started to do another thing or so.
Yeah.
It happens to you as well with some kind of,
Yeah, it happened many times
and
over the last long time.
and what you do when that happens.
I don't know. Same thing with
It's a problem, eh?
Yeah,
It's a
'cause it
problem.
gets
You are stuck in the
monotonous repetition, and you're not being creative. You're just copying the same layout.
the same you.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're copying yourself.
you're
Like,
just giving out cheeseburgers.
yeah, cheeseburgers.
I know. So yeah, it's like I always have. It's like I have creative blocks every now and then, and I kind of have a bit of a meltdown in my brain. I'm sure every artist can relate to this.
Yeah.
And it happens every so often, and I'll go into this dark hole in my head, and I'll hate everything I've ever done.
I forget how to draw. I forget how to tattoo.
Well, yeah, it's real. I forget.
But
yeah,
you think it's good or bad, these things?
it's good.
Because if you feel too comfortable,
Yeah,
then
you-
you don't grow and you do nothing. No?
No,
I think
I think you need to find
a
those-
bit of darkness.
Yeah, you need to.
It's like yin and yang, no?
Yeah.
It's not, no?
Yeah, the balance.
The balance.
You need the darkness to find the light again, and if you're always living in the light, then it's weird.
It's weird because we don't like it, but it's necessary.
Yeah, it's very necessary.
Yeah. How cool it is when everything is cool, no?
Yeah, yeah.
But then,
Well, that's what we found with traveling, right?
yeah.
You know, like you can't have holiday time forever.
Yeah,
It just holiday time gets not boring, but it's just repetitive, and
as well.
you lose the excitement.
Yeah.
And then when you work a lot, then you really appreciate how good holiday time is.
It's true. It happens to me that I have to work a lot to feel that I deserve the holidays. I don't know if it happens to you
Yeah,
as well.
yeah,
Like I can say tomorrow I go on holidays for 2 weeks. I have to destroy myself 1 month.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay,
Yeah.
I can do it. I can go somewhere, I don't know.
yeah. Yeah, I agree.
It's so weird.
So weird.
We are so weird.
Yeah,
I think everyone was like that maybe.
yeah, I think so.
What is your favorite part of the tattoo? I mean,
The process?
part of the body.
The tattoo?
Yeah.
Sleeves. I like sleeves. I like forearms because they're
They are
fun,
Yeah.
easy to tattoo.
Yeah.
But I like doing sleeves the best. I like everywhere now. I used to hate
You
areas.
enjoy everything
Yeah.
now.
I
no?
just try to turn everything into enjoyable, because I used to be a landscaper, man. I used to dig holes all day, or spread mulch, or plant trees.
So
plant
now
trees are
it's
nice,
like-
but I've come to I've just come to learn that we got a very good job, and there's not really any. It's not really hard. It is hard, of course, designing things to fit the body and being creative, but compared to a lot of other jobs out there,
We are so lucky.
we're so lucky,
We are so lucky.
and it is
There's
so
no way
enjoyable.
you can go to the studio, to the tattoo studio, thinking like, shit, I have to work.
Yeah,
I mean, if you think like that, you are wrong.
yeah,
I mean, you should be walking to the studio like jumping or dancing
yeah.
or something like that.
yeah. Like even now, I come in early and I set up my machines, and I'm just fucking pumped to do it. Like I just love it that much, and I just love putting everything together. Like, and I haven't even started the tattoo, you know. I'm just
I also enjoy, you too, the ritual in the morning, like
Yeah.
arriving to the shop, cling, 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 the lights, poop, the
Yeah.
music. Then you use like this thing with the smoke. I don't know how is it in the name in English.
Oil diffuser
Oil diffuser.
or incense.
Incienso.
Yeah.
And it's like a ritual, no? Then you just your machines.
Yeah.
For me, I'm a bit crazy because I have to put everything,
Yeah.
you know, like super perfect. So
OCD.
Yeah.
I'm the same.
Carlos come and he's make like, and I'm from far. They start to be. Yeah. But this moment is beautiful as well. Being alone in the morning.
Yeah.
Set up everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's important.
It is.
Yeah, that quiet time's important.
What do you think? Because you are already a lot on the tattoo industry. 17 years is quite
Yeah.
not nothing. So you probably has seen different things during the years, in the past and now. You miss something from the past.
Do I miss something from the past?
Yeah. Or you because I see you because I admire you, so I see what you do, and I try to analyze some things. And it's like during so many years you have to be open, to be always in a good point,
Yeah.
because if you are so close, you maybe just stuck.
Yeah.
So I can feel like you flow with how the tattoo goes.
Yeah.
You can feel it and flow. But maybe you miss something from the past, like magazines or something, or how the world was more not so trend or something. I don't know.
I don't know, ever since I started tattooing, there's always been trends. You know, but when I started it was tribal, and then there was that, like the Japanese koi fish trend where everyone had a koi fish. And then there was Dia de los Muertos.
El Día de los Muertos, La Catrina, and all these things.
Yeah, that was very big.
I had that as well.
Yeah?
In Europe as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Everyone
huge.
wanted La Catrina, and
Yeah. Then there was the Chicano phase. And then the animal headdresses. Remember that? The bears and... I don't...
You were a reference also in those.
I did one today. Like,
You
I
did
went
one
back
today.
in time.
And, it's beautiful to see it in person, because it's what I was looking. How long? 7, 10 years ago. I was looking that as I was using those as a reference 10 years ago.
It's funny.
So
And it's
I
funny
saw one today.
It's funny to do one now in front of you.
And it was perfect. Carlos lo vio también. Estaba perfecto. Perfect. It was perfect.
Thank you. But yeah, it was funny to go back in time and do that today. But I don't necessarily miss certain things, because it's always evolving, and I'm trying to adapt in a way that I can always be excited about new things. I don't know. Now, especially, a lot of people say it's quiet in the industry. But I remember times when I started and it was quiet over winter. There would be not many tattoos.
Okay.
You know, and they were very quiet times when I started. You know, and I think, like, if you're constantly trying to push yourself and be creative and try new things, people see that and they want to be a part of it, and if they see the passion that you have for your craft, they want to be a part of it. And like for you, like, I can see you're obviously very passionate about what you do.
Yeah, we danced today. We were working. I dance every day.
Yeah,
I'm like that.
it's good. You're happy. You love what you're doing, and
Yeah.
people see that and they want to be a part of it. And they want to collect art off you, and I think a lot of people are just expecting the work to come to them without the, the hard work and the love. You got to love it for people to see that you're doing stuff that you love, So I think, there's nothing I really miss. There's been a few conventions and gatherings,
in this point, I miss some as well.
Somewhere like a lot of these big influential artists that I guess we looked up to would go to.
Yeah.
There was a really cool era there for a while where there was a lot of the old school guys and then a lot of the newer generation coming through, and it felt like a lot of the older crew were there kind of helping the next gen. I found that really cool. I mean, it still happens, of course.
It happens, yeah. It happens to me, like I used to be in one convention with so many friends and so many good artists in Berlin so many years ago. And this year I said, okay, let's go again. Let's see. In my mind was like if the time never passed and it would be the same. And I was so sad because it wasn't the same.
Yeah.
I realized that, and in this weekend I realized that things go and sometimes you can. And I'm gonna cry now. But it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. And what about the future of the tattoo? Because now it's things that are weird, and I don't know how they are going to be. Like for example, the anesthesia, the whole thing, like when they. What do you think about it? I'm not sure about what to think. I mean, I think it's cool because I would like to have it. I don't know if it's dangerous or not.
Waking up and your tattoo's done.
Yeah.
My opinion of that is to each their own, If people want to do that, they can do that. It's not my place to say it's good or bad.
Yeah, that's true.
But
that's true.
My opinion is like, if you go to climb a mountain and you get a helicopter to the top, you can't say it's like you just cheated. You just
Okay, it's a good one.
I feel like I feel like there's a lot of importance in the journey.
Some
like
process that you have to enjoy as well.
Enjoy and endure. Like I think it's very. You grow a lot as a human, going through things that you don't like.
Of course, you grow a lot. Yeah.
And I think.
And you miss so many things also. If you have done that and you were not in this planet, you miss so many things and so many.
Yeah.
I mean, the journey as a tattooist with the client.
Yeah.
I think it's so cool. The relationship you do. Look your client before he came to say hi, and you see the new shop, and
exactly.
This is so cool.
Some of my clients have become my best friends.
For me too, and I think for every tattoo artist they have like that. Yeah.
Create a bond. Like, how often do you sit with a stranger for 4, 6, 10 hours?
Yeah.
And talk about everything? It's pretty rare. So you're kind of like, I don't know. When you do that stuff, it's cool. You got the end result. That's cool if you want it. But,
you like that is also okay. Yeah.
But there's a lot more.
And what about how you see the tattoo in the future?
Yeah, I don't know.
What a question.
Yeah.
I'm saying that
crystal ball?
knowing about the answer. Like, let's see what you say.
Fuck, yeah, I don't know what the future holds. I'm intrigued. Like I hear stories about inks being banned in countries, and the color inks.
Okay.
I get scared about that. Is that ever going to be a thing here in Australia?
I heard about the machines where like 3D printer, where you put them the arm,
Yeah.
and
Probably.
and then you take out and it's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, these things go super fast, and maybe in 1 year or two they do sleeves like crazy.
Have you seen those robots by Elon Musk?
Yeah, I saw.
Imagine that. You sit down and a robot walks out.
Yeah, you put like 20 here.
Yeah.
Ciao.
I don't know what the future holds.
Yeah, that's a good one. Eh? Yeah, something like that could happen. Like, yeah, they can cook, they can drive, so they can do the whole service. Pick up your client in the hotel or in this house, bring it here, do the breakfast while you prepare the.
Yeah.
They could do everything.
They scare me a lot.
Yeah. Has sense that could be the situation.
I don't know. I feel
Also, the IA, the artificial intelligence, also is taking out a lot of things, but I don't think that tattoo is gonna be one of them.
I feel like
it's like craft with the hands and so on. I think it will not affect.
I feel like people are gonna crave that human interaction in the future. I think there'll be both sides. I think there'll be artificial intelligence and tattoos and mid-journey and all the creative things that the computers do, and then there'll be the side that stays as the human.
What do you think about to add like these things for your process?
They're great. I haven't really used the AI.
Nothing for nothing?
Not really. I tried it once. And it worked really well, but I just felt weird about using it.
Okay.
But I'm all for it. I mean, it's. I listened to, I think, Paul Booth talk about it the other day.
Okay. What he said?
Podcast. It was very interesting because he was like, it is just the same as. I'm going to butcher what he said. I can't remember exactly. But he talked about it as if, we use reference already for the tattoos.
Yeah, so long.
Not everyone, but
of course.
A lot of people use reference off Pinterest or off Google.
Yeah, of course.
And this is just another form of getting a reference.
Exactly.
But you can maybe pre-create it so you've got a great reference.
You have exactly. Better lighting, how you want it.
Yeah, and it saves a lot of time.
And it's like not the same picture as everyone use.
Yeah.
I think it's a cool thing.
Yeah, you save a lot of time, especially when you're busy all the time, or
as well.
Yeah.
I didn't learn how to use it too, but I think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
I use every day ChatGPT. In this way I use it, but not in the design part. I don't use it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you use ChatGPT?
I've never used it.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
You must.
Yeah, I think they're useful tools, right?
Those ones
you gotta use them.
Yeah, it's a must.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The future, man. It's
It's
gonna be a lot of useful, helpful
We are
things.
whoa. We are realizing.
Jesus.
Oh shit.
Wow. Yeah. Don't want to think too deeply about that shit.
Let's change conversation.
After COVID, I've just really fallen back in love with this, the craft, and I just really appreciate. I kind of feel like we're almost torch bearers for the next generation we're just carrying the torch to, until the next generation of tattoo artists come through, and
They are coming strong.
yeah,
They are coming fucking
very strong. Feels like everyone.
When you ask some people that you see at the convention, and how long you been tattooing, and they say 4.
Oh my God.
5. And it's like, what? Probably they have also everything easier, but anyway, I mean, in 5 years tattooing, I was doing
Yeah. We had to figure a lot of stuff out.
probably
for
everything is
ourselves.
a cover right now. And they are so, I don't know, so fast.
Yeah.
Do you think it's because of the information in internet and also
Oh,
like
yeah.
machines, ink and so?
Yeah. for
Needles
sure.
and stuff?
And it's right here in your hand, on your phone. You know, you've got instant access to everything you ever want to know.
Yeah, that's true.
And you could, if you commit to something, you can learn it so quickly.
You had a master when you start?
A what?
A master.
No.
You did by yourself?
Yeah, I tried to get an apprenticeship.
Okay.
Everyone told me to off.
Okay. I knew it. I don't know why I knew it.
It made me angry. I was like, I'll show them.
Okay.
And so I had to find books to read about tattooing and cross-contamination, and I'd heard of backyard tattooists, and I'd heard of infections, and I didn't want to ever be that guy, so I read up everything I could about
Okay.
skin, and there were a few books back in the day of how to tattoo. I think come across Guy Atchison's book,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That one. Yeah.
that one, Reinventing
That
the
was
Tattoo.
like a seminar in a book, no?
It was the Tattoo Bible.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
I came across that, and I just taught myself how to tattoo. And I did that at home for a long time.
It was difficult to start, like friends always, no?
Yeah,
friends and family.
And then I did free
and
tattoos, and I had
And then
people.
friends
Yeah.
from friends and so.
Yep. And then I made a portfolio, and I took it down to a shop in DY, so not far from here. And I actually took someone I just tattooed in with me. I'd done a big tattoo
To
on
show
the shop.
directly.
Yeah, I was like, and I didn't know, back then the bikies ruled the tattoo industry.
Okay.
So there were bike clubs all around Sydney that owned shops, and I heard rumors that if you tattooed and they found you and you weren't tattooing in their shop, that you could get, dealt with. And so I went into the shop and I was like, here's my portfolio and here's this guy's leg, and I didn't know what to expect. I thought I was going to get beaten up, or anyway, the guy that I showed the work to saw it, and he called the boss, and the big boss came down and he saw my work and he said, you start tomorrow, mate. And
Like that.
threw me in.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. So the next day I started working at this shop in Manly.
Like that.
Shit. I was terrified.
Sweating,
Yeah.
like super cold.
Yeah, I had all these artists, some of the guys that worked there, this guy came in, wanted a tattoo. It was a horrendous idea, and usually back then I even knew I didn't want to do bad tattoos. But this guy had asked for something so terrible. His partner had just died, and he wanted to, and I couldn't say no. The idea was, anyway, I did my best interpretation of his design, and I'm setting up, and I don't know if anything I'm doing is right, And I tattoo this tattoo, and the guys are walking over, looking at it, and they don't say anything. I finish the tattoo, and I speak to the guys, and the next day I get a call from the boss, and he says, "You're hired, mate," and that was it. So obviously
fast.
went fine, yeah. So I worked there for 2 years, and then I wanted to learn more, and you couldn't move between shops. You couldn't go and work with someone else that was a good tattoo artist in another shop.
It doesn't exist like the guest like now.
Yeah, no.
Because if you go to another place at that time was like a...
It was another bikie club that owned it.
Oh,
So it was
I didn't know
a bit of
that.
rivalry, I guess.
Okay.
So the only way I knew how to get out was to go traveling, and I went traveling.
Okay, yeah, because go to another shop in another country was allowed.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And where you start to travel?
Yeah.
The first travel is where you did?
I went and worked with a guy called John Wayne in Canada.
Canada.
He does beautiful tattoos. He did a lot of realistic stuff, but then he had his own style. New school was kind of big, so he did a lot of new school.
That time was also, the new school.
Yeah, he mixed a lot of styles. He does beautiful black and grey as well.
Okay.
So I worked with him, and then I went to a convention in South America, in Lima. That fell through. It didn't happen. The conventions didn't happen, but there was a lot of us international artists, so
So you did like a...
we went to Machu Picchu.
Okay. I thought it was some private party to tattoo and everyone to Machu Picchu.
Yeah, we're straight there. And then we had a German artist. We wanted to tattoo up the top of Machu Picchu. And we're like, how? This is before there was tattoo machines with batteries.
Of course, with battery, yeah. Now could be.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, easy. During, going.
Yeah. So we were like, how the fuck are we going to tattoo up the top of Machu Picchu? And we had a German guy called Rico, and he's like, leave it with me, and he ran off. He comes back later with a 9-volt battery.
Okay.
He puts the end of the clip cord with a rubber band over the 9-volt battery with two things, and it was a rotary machine, and it started working. We're like, oh.
So you did?
So we tattooed each other up the top. With
In the Machu Picchu?
Yeah, with a
That was super crazy.
So cool.
So cool.
And through
Better
that,
than the convention.
way better.
Of course. That's cool.
So through that, I made some more connections, and then I met a guy called Leslie Reeson. Went to Holland. He's from Holland.
Okay.
Netherlands. And so I traveled over to meet him, and I stayed there for a while and did a guest spot. And
conventions are a really cool thing
to
meet people, and it's like kept traveling, no? Because then you start to you start, and then it goes like alone.
Yeah.
They come here, brother. Let's enjoy some days together, and then you.
It's the best.
Yeah, and if you don't say stop, you can be like that
forever.
That's
how I met you, right?
It's how we met, exactly.
So, yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
But that's something I would like to do more of, you know? I wish conventions are fun and they're great and they're a way to make money and sell things, but I'd love more of the artist connection. Like that's what we really do conventions for, and you get such small amounts of time at the convention.
You mean like for work we can do it at the shop, no? For work. Should be something more, less tattoo there, and more enjoy everyone, and maybe paint or
learn and little mini seminars.
Like each one, like that would be cool. Like each one 30 minutes explain his best, his trick, show his back. Like look, I have this. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah.
Because imagine how much.
In the end, no one talk with no one because we are always like that. And
trying to make money back to.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that I would like to see more of that in the future.
Will you do that?
Will I do that?
Will you do that? Like a convention in Avalon, to share with people, like what happened in
Bali.
In Bali.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Maybe
Avalon's good. Maybe somewhere in the bush or somewhere nice, you know, where you can go and have an experience, or go do bushwalks or waterfalls or beach.
Sounds crazy.
I think that would be cool.
Yeah, of course.
You know, and everyone can learn off each other, and that together everyone can grow.
That would be really cool. Right now are some like that already. Is one in Nepal.
Yeah.
It was like a few weeks ago. I think it's something like that.
Yeah.
Like people just enjoy the time there and they paint a lot. Whatever. If you have to tattoo, then you tattoo.
Yeah, that stuff's cool.
That one is cool. Also Nepal is like beautiful. No, I saw the videos.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful. And so few they are doing something like that. but the most common thing is like conventions,
Yeah.
like normal. Maybe they could mix it,
Yeah.
no? Because if you travel, like me, I come from Europe, you spend a lot of money coming here, and so it's cool if you can make a bit of money.
Yeah.
But then maybe 3 days of convention is too much. Maybe you do only 2, and then another 2 people enjoying, and like what you said, like
Yeah.
talking everyone, and so it will be cool.
We did that in New Zealand. That
Sounds like that.
Yeah. Years ago, there was a convention in a place called Hamilton in New Zealand on the North Island, and the Hamilton Tattoo Expo. And after the expo, you could pay a little bit extra and go to this artist retreat.
Ooh,
For 2 or 3 days.
that's cool.
At,
Also, New Zealand is a paradise as well.
Oh, it's beautiful. And we went to Raglan, and the event organizers rented out this whole eco retreat. So we all stayed in teepees and train carriages on top of this mountain looking over the ocean.
Wow.
It was beautiful.
And they did only one time.
Maybe 1 or 2 times, or maybe it was a few times, I think.
It doesn't work anymore.
But yeah, it stopped. I don't know what happened. But that was really cool, you know.
Sounds like.
Everyone went fishing and
Sounds
surfing.
like, yeah. Someone with the barbecue, the other one surfing,
Yeah.
the other one painting.
Yeah,
Sounds crazy.
yeah.
Yeah. Let's do una en Tenerife. Hacemos una en Tenerife.
Yeah.
The one in Tenerife. I mean, Tenerife is a good place. Eh?
Yeah, right.
Summer the whole year.
There you
So
go.
whenever everyone in December when it's cold,
Yeah. Do it. Everyone come to you.
you come.
I come.
Ah!
Yeah. Do it. It would be beautiful, right?
Will be beautiful. Will be beautiful. Esa parte. That's cool.
Yeah, let's do it. One in Australia, one in Tenerife, one.
You will like it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a beautiful place as well. A good thing. When I moved to Tenerife, I realized that everyone there was happy,
Yeah.
and it's
warm.
crazy.
Yeah.
I think the weather,
Yeah.
when it's sun every day,
Yeah.
and the ocean is near, it looks like people is different.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
It's true.
It's really cool.
It's like
I was living in Switzerland for 7 years, and there the people is more like that. And then I moved to Tenerife, and the first thing I had to do is to call the bank to do papers and so. And there's where I realized, like, what the fuck, where I'm going? Because I called the bank, and a lady took the phone, and I was talking with her like 1 hour. Hi, how are you, my kid? Yeah, I was in the other day, I was in the beach, so like that. And I was like, what? Normally people from the bank talk like so. And I said, wow, where I'm going?
heaven.
Yeah, you go with a car, and people stop in the middle of the road, and they say hi to the friends, and maybe they talk a few minutes talking.
Yeah.
And the line, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And no one made like beep beep, and they know it's like, okay, it's gonna be a few minutes.
That's
no one
cool.
is stressed. No one.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's cool. I mean, before the city I was living before, 2 seconds, and they're ready.
Yeah.
Bang.
Yeah.
But here I think it's also the same. Like no one is in, kind of.
Sydney's kind of like that.
Not here.
Queensland, Queensland is like that. A lot more
Like
relaxed,
chill and
warmer.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so
my
much.
pleasure. It's been nice hanging
Yeah.
out.
It was cool, no?
It's nice
To
to
talk about tattoos, what we like, what we love.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm very grateful that you came to visit me.
Yeah, man.
right.
Yeah, man.
It's awesome.
Yeah. I'm super happy to be here. Yeah. really chill, really cool. And I'm sure I will come back next year for sure. I enjoy the convention, it was really cool.
Yeah.
The people was really nice, and yeah, the vibe in the convention was kind, and everyone wanted to talk.
Yeah.
It was really cool. And then coming here, and like the same vibe continue.
Yeah, that's nice.
Carlitos want to see more here, want to see kangaroos.
Yeah.
So everything for Carlitos. If
Yes.
Carlitos wants to see kangaroos.
Creo que prefiero no entenderte.
What did he say?
He said, I prefer not to understand what you are saying about me. I was saying good things.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Yeah. I will come back for sure. Thank you so much for having me here as well.
We'll go find kangaroos next time.
Okay, then say goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much.
Pleasure, bro. That
Was
fun.
cool.
Yeah.
Was fun, no?